Alright guys, here we are for another trailer reaction. Today we're reacting to the trailer for the movie Jurassic World 2.
They made a sequel to your favorite movie.
So, I know, because I've seen like 2 seconds, that there are dinosaurs in this movie.
Fuck.
We have Owen and Claire returning.
Who's Owen?
Owen is your main character, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt? Okay. Good.
And Claire was, what's her face, the redhead?
Yeah, the other one with the heels.
Yes. So, like, they're both returning, and I can't imagine a world where they'd both be in the sequel that would take place in an island that could potentially have dinosaurs. Because, so what could make...
Realistically? No, we're well past that.
Like, you could potentially get Owen to come back, because, like, okay,
we need your help, it happened again, you're the best.
But what would it actually take to get, like, well, you were director of the park or whatever. The park is gone. Horrible failure. You'll never open again. The idea that we opened after the flop of the first Jurassic Park
was already ridiculous.
Unredeemable. Yes. And the idea that we've gotten this far, you're like, okay, what would it take to reopen? What would bring you back to that thing? It doesn't make any sense. And I was like, well, what else wouldn't make sense? What would I want to see? I'm like, well, I think we'd want my favorite Doctor of Chaos to come back. We need someone to have their shirt rip open and sit in the back of a Jeep as they drive away from a...
Good.
You know, Malcolm.
Is that the rumor? Is he coming back?
No. I'm just saying, what else? I'm like...
No, so we heard some rumors after the first one, maybe, you know, not recently, but then, like, well, so in this one, right, Dr. Wong gets away with the samples.
Yeah, B.D. Wong has to be in this again.
So like
Dr. Wu.
Like, his name is... so, like, they'll get away with that, and they'll create... And, like, the rumor was, like, militarized dinosaurs.
Well, that was... Militarized
I don't know if
dinosaurs was what Jurassic Park 4 was originally supposed to be. It was going to be a horror movie with genetically altered man dinosaurs. Now, whether
No. After this one, like, because they had the samples go away.
Well, that was why they were doing this whole thing in the first place.
The idea was the government is going to take that and do something. But then, yeah, how do you get the same characters to come back?
It doesn't make sense, though, because, like, and again, if you look at the proof of what happened so far, you have an uncontrollable thing that didn't go well. And what is your plan?
It's a horrible plan. It doesn't make sense at all.
We need these raptors to drop in, because what would they do? Well, they would do kind of what dogs could do, only they cost 1,000,000 times more, and they're less likely to succeed. Okay.
Well, you see,
in an ideal world where you have them
terrifyingly
perfectly
dangerous.
trained.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
Yes, and you know, and the bulletproof and impervious to
they're not bulletproof.
distractions.
We see them die from bullets.
100% bulletproof. They're stealthy. They're silent. They can creep up behind you, steal your lunch money.
That's all.
They're very crafty.
I can't think of a world where this makes sense.
No, it never made sense, because, like...
And I love Jurassic World. I loved it.
Because, like, parallel to those rumors, you had, like, the YouTube videos of that four-legged walking, you know, like, camel robot for the military to carry, like, a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And even then you're like, well, dinosaurs could carry a lot of shit. And you're like, no, we already have robots that do far better than that. And robot raptors and robot strippers are right around the corner. So why spend all this money on dinosaurs unless they're, like, a spectacle for people to enjoy at a park?
So what do you think it is that got them back to this island? Like, what would pull Claire back in?
What do I think it should be, or what do I think it is?
What do you think it is?
I think it is that something happened again, and when you're the best because you've been through this, and you know how you know the most about the thing, and we need you to come back. And they're gonna be like, should we go back? Oh no, should we go? Are they like married now? Like what happened? Maybe they're like still together. That's like the worst thing that it could possibly be. So that would be my bet. Is that?
But for Owen, at least he was like a Marine or something.
Yeah,
ex-Marine, like he's trained. He's also an animal trainer. Like any of that makes sense. For her, it's like, you can run in heels like a fucking boss.
Well, and
we need you.
So she was management, so it makes no sense for her to have even survived in the first place, let alone be called back as an expert. But I feel like that's all, because like none of them should ever want to come back, and there should be no situation to go back to. So you're already in like a fantasy world of like, you're the best, you're the only one who knows how this happens. You know, you oversaw the thing and saved a lot of lives that day. We need you to come back. Like it'll be something dumb like that. I think.
Inexcusable for me would be if the kids are somehow in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Beyond the like they're at home and there's a phone call or something
and like more kids somehow, right? They'll be like extra kids, like the
parents are there this time.
Someone is in. There's all these extra people to save, because you need people to save who are like connected to like your thing. I'm very
like I said,
I was optimistic before we started doing this.
If Jeff Goldblum is around, I'm in again.
Okay. No. Listen, like
if Sam Neill comes in there somehow, I'd be like, that doesn't make any sense, but all right.
Did he die in the third one?
No, he didn't die.
Oh, he blew into a skull?
but
I
he had
like
no
that.
reason to be there in the first place for the third one. So the idea that he would be in this one.
Well, so like if you look at the first three, because like like you're saying, like they can't reopen the park. That's fucking crazy. So like I feel like those three actually kind of made sense, right? Because the second one was, well, we were doing more experiments over here and everything's fucked and we need your help.
Yeah.
And the third one was like something's happening over here and there's and there's an island and we need your help and all that stuff. So I feel like that's the only leg they have to stand on is, oh, there's dinosaurs somewhere again. I'm sorry, but let's concentrate on the future now. We need your help. You're the best. Come back and all that business.
What would you think of maybe a CG hologram of Hammond?
Yeah,
you're
no,
our only hope.
fucking go broke. Use the Force. I've become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. Like, just
T-Rex in a robe.
have him there anywhere. Yeah.
Let's just check it out.
Oh God.
All right, so if you would have asked me,
Everybody was right.
if you would have asked me, how about the island's about to explode? We have to go back to grab the dinosaurs and take them? ? I'd be like, well, that's dumb.
Sure. No, I know. And that was the sort of thing. It's like, well, like, had we kept trying to predict it for like a full like half an hour like session, I think that we would have actually gotten here eventually. Because it's like, well, they're not going to repeat something that they did before, right? We've already rescued people from the island. Let's have to rescue dinosaurs from the island. Well, why would they need rescuing? Because the island's about to blow up. Michael Bay, fuck yeah, running from explosions and dinosaurs.
It's a beautiful symmetry. You see, the dinosaurs eventually ended, originally because of a mass extinction event. We're going to have a mass extinction event
Exactly.
on their permanent, on their temporary island, and we're going to have to go in and save them like God.
We couldn't
because
save,
we created them in the first place.
We couldn't
like
save
God.
them the first time, right? So we have to save them this time. Is it ecological? Is like a volcano exploding?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
what's-
think
okay.
they're exploding the island.
Like the island was wired to explode.
If this island makes less
island
than $1
goes
million
less than
a
50
day, it
It
explodes.
explodes.
I can't imagine though. What is the end game? How many dinosaurs are there? How do you get them out? Where do you take them?
It's like a Noah's Ark of dangerous monsters. I don't understand at all. Like they have Jeff and the other person, right? So Jeff Goldblum's in this. I think I heard that as a rumor. I do like that he's in there.
I like that he's in it.
I think he only filmed for like 2.5 days in that courtroom, and he's never in any other part of the movie.
100%. Yes, 100%.
That's even I guess what.
Well, because he
can
wouldn't
I
be on the
expect?
island because he's against. He wants them to leave them there to die.
No, I thought he said they deserve to live or whatever. No.
Oh, but then it was followed up with a like if we let them live, they may outlive us. Like type
Is that
of
what he
thing.
meant? Okay, because he's okay. If that's
I
what he
took it
meant, that's fine.
as like
I was
no,
gonna say,
we
'cause-
shouldn't have brought them back in the first place. They've
Yeah.
killed many people. They're going to continue to kill people.
Okay.
We have to let them die.
I can interpret it that way.
They
'cause
had their run.
I forget exactly what he said, but it ends with, and if we're not careful, they may outlive us or something like that, or whatever.
Because I could see him
Okay.
delivering it really poignantly, where it's like well, they went extinct once because of natural like selection or whatnot,
And that allowed
like,
us as a species to take hold.
Well, and here it is happening again. Another act of God is going to take them out of the world.
Yeah.
Let's let it happen this time.
So I would have thought that the island would have been, I don't know what they would have done or something like that, but like, I think after everyone gets off the island, the goal is to destroy all the dinosaurs. I mean, shit.
I would just let the island go.
You can, but then that just opens the door for some retarded plan where someone steals some of the dinosaurs and brings them to L.A. and then they run down the street or whatever. Like, it's a whole dumb thing.
Hey, if you got the means to do it, let it happen.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I want. Like, I feel.
Where would you take them? How many like uninhabited islands are there that you
I
can
would
just
take
keep
them to
taking
the
over?
Valley of the Dead by killing them, by plugging them in the head with bullets.
So like we have a lot of dinosaurs in this. We see the full gamut because what they say there was 41 different types in the last movie.
Yeah, they kept
Something
saying that.
along those lines. I
Like,
think we're
like
gonna
the marketing material, we have
Yeah.
this many types and this many places.
I think you will see every
Yeah.
type of dinosaur in this movie.
The dinosaurs
which I
look
think is
good.
cool. They do look good.
They look fine.
And
Looks good.
back to a mix of CG and practical effects, which is always delightful. So I can't get over where they're gonna go. Is it gonna be at the LA Zoo?
What
Like
could their plan possibly be? Because perfect, like analogy. If the plan is, hey, it's win-win, we'll bring them to like a zoo on the mainland. It's like several times it's been proven that this is a horrible idea. So why would you do
Yeah.
that? That can't get approved. Now I did like the like counterpoint of like do we have should we protect these species the way that we protect other species? species, right? So you imagine if some
Yeah.
island's about to explode and there's a rare type of iguana on there.
We would probably save it.
We'd probably go load them up into a little dinghy and bring them to like a zoo or something like that, just because we're nice. But like, no, my answer to them would be no. These are artificial species. It was a horrible accident. It was a horrible mistake. We never should have done it in the first place. Hundreds of people have died. Billions of dollars has been spent on what should have been like a perverse like diversion for rich people, and it's horrible. And just let's just cut our losses, our very significant losses, and move on. But then there would have been no movie, so the world would have lost out.
There's my real world thought where I'm like, no, of course not. This has been a proven fluke, but rather my movie world thing where I'm like, no, this wouldn't make sense. But like in reality, I would be like, no, I want there to be dinosaurs. I want to save dinosaurs. I think that'd be cool. I want them everywhere. I just don't understand how feasible this would be, and certainly not why the park director would show up. Like, why would she be hands-on here? This should be SEAL Team 6 of like dinosaur excavation. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
No, it's like, because you are the expert. They didn't quite say that, but it is clearly that, right? It's like it's a rescue mission. We need like young fake glasses Jeff Goldblum type, and we need our two leads. It was really successful, and they didn't die in the first movie. We gotta have them come back. Otherwise, how you gonna know it's a Jurassic movie?
What doesn't really do it for me is so you have these characters that I don't think would be there in the first place, and this is not a cut and dry mission. You failed when you had a park with security measures in place, and now you don't. So like, what did you think that this is going to be easy? How are you supposed to do this?
Like if the island, like if there was a nuclear power plant on the island, and we had to get that kid with the glasses into that room to like
turn it off,
shut it down and save the dinosaurs, I'd be like, okay, that makes like more sense to me or something like that.
And it might make sense like, well, she's the only one that's willing to go back that knows the way around the island.
She knows the facility. She knows exactly how it like works, and like she's like, nope, I got us into this mess. I'm gonna get us out of this mess. And he's like, I'm not letting you go in there without me. I still think we have a chance at a relationship, or something like that. And it would be, this makes total sense. But this with the volcano and stuff, I'm like, what is your plan? Like, we have to lure all the dinosaurs into a big net, and then the boat's gonna drag them away. Like,
well, do you think so? There's a part where they're all running for their lives. Now, I don't know if that's the beginning of the movie. Well, I don't know if that's the beginning, the end, the middle, what have you, because it could play in any direction there.
Yeah.
But like they're like running off a cliff into the water. Dinosaurs, humans, robots alike are all flying off the edge. Now, do you think there's a boat there and they're gonna be scooping them out of the water? How many do you think they could have saved at this point? It looks like so many dinosaurs are like dying right there. And how many are there total? It's been an unchecked, unfood given land in the wild. So like, I imagine they've been killing each other nonstop for the last however. How long has it been? And the idea that this is such a volcanic island that like the whole thing's going to be destroyed. Well, why were you built on this? Did you not know that? They don't do any seismic activity?
What I did is I think what they hope everyone does is I said, okay, you have a premise to get them back to the island, and then I forgot about that premise entirely and moved forward with like the movie or whatever. But yeah, when you tie all that together, right? It makes so little sense. It doesn't make it doesn't work at all.
No, and I want to believe. I love dinosaurs. I love Jurassic Park.
I love that there's a premise that's different, right? Because if it was just, it turns out there was another island, or it turns out we gotta go back and we got a distress call from a kid. Remember that kid who was, it's like the nephew of
the man with two drinks. He's alive.
Look at my hands. It's the nephew of the guy with the margaritas, and he's there, and he's like, help me, and we gotta go back.
No,
it's your kids, Marty. Like, but no, it's not. It's like we have to go defuse the volcano and help the dinosaurs.
Can I pitch a movie?
Yeah.
So I'm now been I got
totally different. Hey, I
have a
Chris
pitch.
Pratt signed on.
I'm like, okay,
I
got an idea for a movie, guys. Can I get you in the elevator for a second? All right, how about this? It takes place 10 years later. They've abandoned the island and all of its hopes. It's not used. Some new eccentric rich person has bought the island because it is just property. It just comes with the things on it. He owns the land and he's making it into a hunting reserve. And now you have like the opening mission of this, a bunch of rich people are there, maybe like a senator, like something like on this island because they want to hunt dinosaurs.
Is it that we have to save the president?
No. So
I like that.
So like this happens, and if you need to get Chris Pratt back, maybe that's your rescue mission. You're like, no, we need blah blah. We need people that have been there, this and that. Blah. Like, and it might not even be that like he's their first option. It's that like some delusional rich guy's like, well, who's been there? And he just puts out a thing like, I will give you $17 million if you do this, and he's like,
for you.
oh.
What if I told you Blue is still on the island? I'm sorry, is there more? Keep going.
No, just
Okay.
that would be my premise.
I like
would
the
be, like
so
something that makes
I like,
sense.
I like the idea of finally like the head of the park is like a dark figure instead
Yeah.
of like a benevolent. We tried so hard, but everything got fucked. He's like, it's fucked. I love it. Let's go make a bunch of money by getting rich people to like and it wouldn't even be like here's an elephant gun and I'll help you hold it. It's like here's a fucking like mounted horrible thing and you have to be like, okay, hit the button, you'll kill the dinosaur with the fucking missiles or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but some
awesome.
like not some like we're like, oh, we lead it out of this enclosure and you just shoot it like no, like it's a small facility. They have some sort of like little bunker thing and like they go out in small teams.
No, they have like an offshore.
This is
like,
an elite hunting experience.
It's like an oil derrick offshore thing with like a tube because they can't go onto the actual island or something like that. And they're constantly with a flamethrower just burning back.
And there'd be some little thing where it's like they thought after a few months they're like they would have all killed each other. They've bred and prospered. Only the blah blah.
Only the strongest have survived. These, I tell you, good sirs, are the most powerful specimens that history has ever known. Oh, he'd have a big cigar.
The
J.K.
island
Simmons,
is 62% carnivore.
J.K. Simmons should play this character.
Yes.
Oh,
Something.
we're gonna prove. It's your chance to prove that you're the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh my God. A Russian guy shows up.
But then there's like the nerdy.
Putin.
There's like a nerdy guy, and it would cut to some sort of comedic scene where he's like, well, we have permits per type. Do you want a permit for everything? Whatever you come across, able to kill. Blah blah blah. Oh, I see you. You're aiming for the T-Rex. That'll be $85,000.
Right? No, millions of dollars. Like crazy amounts of money.
No,
It'd be awesome.
it'd be like per bullet attempt.
per,
you get
per thing. Oh man, I like that. I like. We didn't talk about it. Blue, like she convinces him to go to the island. I just caught it in like the loop we have running here. That's her thing. Blue is still there.
You raised
your
her.
Your boy Blue is still there.
And has a baby, it seems.
That's fucking. I hate
A
all
blue baby.
I hate all of that. That's so weird to me. Like that makes hey, it's like hey, we had this personal connection. We like distinguished one of the Raptors. We had him be like, hey, I had a thing come in. It was a whole thing. So now we like we have to bounce. We have to like tie that in somehow. All that stuff. But it just feels so gross to have her be like, are you sure you don't want to save them all? What about the one that you liked? And he's like, fuck, you're right.
But
Sign me
what are
up.
the odds Blue would even be alive?
It makes no sense. It's fucking crazy.
It's a pack animal that has one left. Somehow it has a kid. It looks like from the trailer.
That first day, a bunch of things would have died. I would have been looking back at the island and like the fire and the dinosaurs on the boat leaving or the plane or whatever, and be like, "Peace out, Blue. I'm sorry. I couldn't help you, but like whatever." I wouldn't be like, he or she. Is it he or she? I don't know.
I think it's a she.
Is she still alive somewhere? I want to bring her home and hang out.
No.
No, I feel like that's the Siegfried and Roy Tiger thing, like a 1,000,000%.
I would love though when he's like, you know me.
No, I know. I think that we were both waiting for that.
And then in the third one, he's got a hook,
and like has like a Aquaman hook. No,
like a dino puncher. It extends.
a big grabber from the dollar store that just grabs dinosaurs. No, I wanted her to start to like snarl or like start to snap and then have it cut so you didn't know. So we were just sitting here like, holy shit, does Chris Pratt lose his hand in this movie? That would be amazing. But they didn't tease that or whatever. But it was
something else I would have loved is from movie 2. I would have liked Vince Vaughn, the photographer, to come back.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah, I really want the timeline cleared up. Maybe we can do that on our own or something like that and figure out in the world of this. Because don't they say 10 years ago, the first part, and then 3 years ago, so you can kind of figure out how old people would be and if it would make sense. Because, yeah, anyone who did not literally die, I think at a certain point, just to be dumb, they should start bringing them back and having them do
I just think
stuff,
it would be cool. You could
whatever.
paint him as like my career like took off. I was the first person that had pictures of dinosaurs. Blah blah blah.
That would be a life-changing thing.
Like and it could show him in like Bosnia and like war-torn areas and like geological things. And here he has all that in one. It's like, no, we got guns. We got a volcano. We got dinosaurs. I'm gonna win a Pulitzer.
No, 100%. Like it would have been a life-changing thing for anyone who has ever had their lives touched by this shit or whatever the fuck. Who like, and not just people that like attended the park. That would be an amazing thing, right? But just to have people who like anyone like running through corridors and turning the power back on, all those people should be forever fucked and just like holy shit or whatever. And there's a lot you could do with them. Maybe they're crazy now. Maybe they have a conspiracy theory about the government and dinosaurs and like they're right or something like that.
Surely
like,
a drinking problem.
Oh, 100%. Just down in it. Are you thumbsing this up? How do you feel about this?
I definitely need to see it.
I want to see it, but I don't know if I'm thumbsing.
I think the trailer could have just been, Jurassic World 2, the text card, and like left it for 30 seconds, and I've been like, I want to see that. That trailer was effective.
Okay.
And this showed me a lot of dinosaurs, a lot of things. And do I think it looks outlandish as to how this could even be coming about? Yes, maybe there's more there than meets the eye, and those are things that I want to see. In the end, I'm gonna see it, like just fact. So yeah, it works.
I agree with you, but then watching the I was already like neutral, like yeah, fine or whatever. And the trailer took me on some highs and lows, but at the end of the trailer, I feel like I'm slightly lower than neutral now, where I'm like, I don't really care about this. I don't know, fuck. Like dinosaurs are cool, but I don't think seeing dinosaurs is enough. And
oh, shut your mouth.
I'm not like engaged.
It's always enough.
No, I'd be that person who's like, yeah, I've been to Jurassic Park like 3 times, got dragged there by like the fam, fucking stupid dinosaurs.
Oh no, watching them like in a zoo setting.
Once you've seen one,
I think I would get bored.
But you've seen them all.
Seeing like action movie dinosaur thing where it's like, okay, how's that dinosaur going to kill somebody, or how are they going to kill that dinosaur? Let's see what happens. And like, it's a mission to save them, so they like it's
there'll be less of that, I guess, of shooting dinosaurs in the head or something like that. No, and it's interesting. Like again, it's like an okay concept. We have to save these like deadly monsters or something like that. But
how much does a brontosaurus weigh?
Too much to
how can you
practically
save
do
that?
anything with. You can't even get it to do what you want to do. I don't know.
Well, let's assume you can. Let's assume you'd be like, okay, walk onto this aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
How many would sink it? Like
right? Because they're literally like over hundreds of feet from like neck to tail, right? They're huge.
I think it might be like 80 feet.
Okay. A lot of feet, and these are not like real dinosaurs, so they're whatever size they want them to be or whatever the fuck. But
no, like they weigh a lot. Like
like gigantic and
like it's not like a tank where like we sit it on the boat and there it is. They're not stationary objects. It would shift its weight. It would move.
Would, wanna do
it's capsizing the boat.
Yeah, they get scared. They whatever. So I figured there might be something with like tranquilizing them or getting something into.
They're certainly tranquilizing them because you can see them putting them in shipping containers and stuff. So like you didn't just get it in there without doing that.
But where does that take place then? Is that at the beginning? When they're like, yeah, we already saved the T-Rex.
I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know what the timeline of this is. Is there going to be like a montage with 80s music and like, tranking a T-Rex, put it in a box?
Right. It's just them for weeks working and slowly getting them all, but then like the real drama happens right towards the end. He still hasn't found Blue. The volcano's smoldering. Black smoke fills the sky. I have to go out one more time. I owe it to her. We got to do this. Does his things.
Maybe it is a self-destruct thing. Maybe it's not a volcano.
Yeah.
Because the way the buildings keep exploding in the trailer, I'm like, what the fuck would cause them to do that?
There's that one scene where they're running where I'm like, what is happening here?
Like, are gas mains erupting from shifting tectonic plates? Like, maybe that makes sense?
Well, so it's not even whether or not is it a volcano. It's whether or not it is diffusable or whether or not it's just like gonna happen and we're just trying to save the dinosaurs.
Because they're in buildings. Why would they be in buildings at all? Pretty much.
If it's diffusable or like turn offable or like we can try to vent the thing, but there's like there are 13 substations and each of them is blah blah blah. And as we vent the things, it like changes the thing and fixes the thing, and they have to travel across the like. If there's something like that, then I'm much more on board.
That's right. I think there's something that we're not being told.
Okay.
And
hope there's a lot of things.
Future trailers could maybe give more into that, or obviously the movie itself.
No. You've convinced me. I'm like I definitely want to see it, and I've now come around enough that I'm like, yes, thumbs up.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. 2 thumbs up. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.